Have you ever stopped to think about who or maybe what is really behind all the content that hits your screens and headphones, like every single day?
It's a huge question now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we're not just talking about human creators anymore, are we?
Okay.
There's this really rapid, kind of fascinating shift going on. Artificial intelligence isn't just helping out in the background. It's actively creating stuff, curating feeds, even having conversations.
Right. Doing the actual creative work.
Exactly. So welcome to the deep dive. Today we're really digging into this whole world of AI-made content. It's pretty wild. We've pulled together a bunch of sources for this, some research papers, tech reviews, news articles, all sort of exploring what happens, between AIs.
That interaction between different AI systems is key.
Totally. So our mission today is to unpack how AI is stepping into these creative roles, what the maybe surprising implications are, and, what it all means for you, whether you're just consuming content or maybe making it yourself.
Should be interesting.
Definitely. Ready to jump in?
Let's do it.
Okay, so when we talk about AI as a creator, maybe let's start with music, because that's one place it's really making noise. We're not just talking about, generating a simple beat. There are these advanced AI models, Jukebox is one, that are composing full-length pop songs now.
Yeah, I saw that piece in MIT Technology Review. It's pretty stunning. They train these things on massive amounts of music.
Right, learning melodies, structure, all that.
And then they spit out something completely new. But the article also touched on something crucial, didn't it?
Yeah, the sort of authenticity question. Like, if the AI makes a genuinely great song, does it even matter that it wasn't a human? Who's the artist?
Exactly. And that piece pointed out that while Jukebox can mimic the patterns incredibly well, listeners often still feel that lack of maybe human intent or lived experience behind it.
Ah, right. That makes sense. So it's like algorithmic perfection versus something else.
Precisely. And this connects to a bigger conversation. There was research highlighted in Nature looking at how AI is weaving itself into the creative process, not just in music, but in academia, the arts.
Okay.
And it challenges our old ideas about creativity.
Yeah.
The lone genius model. Now it's more about this hybrid creativity.
Hybrid, like human-machine collaboration.
Yeah, exactly. A sort of dance between human intuition and machine efficiency. So for you listening, it really makes you think, what is creativity? Is it just the final product? Or is the process, the intention, just as important?
That's a deep question. Okay, so AI is challenging creativity itself. But what about when AI isn't just making the what, but becomes the who?
Ah, you mean like the creators themselves?
Yeah. I'm thinking about those virtual influencers. I read this piece in Forbes about how these AI personalities, they're getting huge followings on social media.
Oh, yeah. Millions of fans sometimes.
Millions, with sponsorships, engagement.
Yeah.
It just completely blurs the line between what's real and what's, synthetic. We're only just starting to grapple with that.
We really are.
Yeah.
And the Forbes piece pointed out something fascinating about the impact of that blurring.
Which is?
Well, how it affects our ideas of authenticity and engagement online. These virtual influencers offer brands like total control and consistency.
Right. No bad hair days or scandals, I guess.
Exactly. And often, their engagement metrics are actually better than human influencers.
Wow. Really?
Yeah. So in a digital avatar, something that doesn't even have a physical body, can grab the attention and loyalty of millions. It forces us to ask, what makes an online connection feel real or valuable?
Huh. So we need to think differently about trust, about credibility, when the person talking to us might not be a person at all.
It's a massive shift in how we interact online.
Okay, that's pretty profound on the social side. But stepping back a bit, how is all this actually possible? What's the tech making it happen?
Well, it comes down to some really powerful underlying tools, core technologies. Think about models like OpenAI's ChatGPT. We know it for chatbots, but it's incredibly good at generating really complex, quite nuanced dialogue for scripts or characters.
Okay, so the writing part.
And then there's things like their Whisper APIs. These are focused on speech. Super accurate speech to text, but also text to speech, creating the voices.
Right. So these aren't just little helper tools. They're becoming the engines that can actually write the stuff, create the voices, even structure interactive stories.
Absolutely. They're fundamental building blocks for this AI-led content and the realism of those voices. It's moving incredibly fast.
Oh, man, tell me about it. It's almost spooky sometimes.
It really is. Wired had an article recently about how deepfake audio tech is getting not just super sophisticated, but also much cheaper and easier to access.
Cheaper is key, right? Puts it in more hands.
Exactly. We're at a point where, honestly, some AI voices are almost impossible to tell apart from real humans. I mean, remember how robotic they used to sound?
Totally. Like cheesy sci-fi. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
All
And
right.
while that's amazing for things like, say, diverse voices in audiobooks or video games, legitimate uses.
Yeah.
It obviously brings huge societal questions. We're talking deepfake scams, misinformation, all that stuff. It's a double-edged sword.
For sure. Okay, so let's pull these threads together. We've got AI that can compose music, generate images, write scripts, create these incredibly realistic voices.
Yep.
So the next logical step, the real mind bender, is what happens when you combine all of that. And that's what Mark Mace Brownlee, MKBHD, decided to test out, right?
Oh, yeah, that YouTube experiment was fascinating.
He basically set out to create an entire YouTube video using only AI tools like ChatGPT for the script.
Deli for the visuals, generated from text prompts.
And 11 labs, I think, for that supernatural sounding narration.
Right. So apart from the initial concept or prompt, there was virtually no direct human input in the actual production process. It was a full AI pipeline.
A complete AI production, start to finish.
And that experiment really hammers home the so what for anyone listening. It shows the whole spectrum of what AI can do right now in content creation.
It's not theoretical anymore.
Not at all. And crucially, it shows how these different AI systems can interact and collaborate with each other, that between AIs, idea we started with, to make a whole piece of content.
Which forces us to think about, well, the future of media production, doesn't it? And how we consume it.
Absolutely. If an AI can research, script, visualize, narrate, the whole thing, what jobs are left that are uniquely human? And how do you, as a viewer or listener, engage with content when you know a big chunk of it might be entirely AI made?
Does it change how you feel about it? Does it change the value?
Those are the questions we need to start asking.
Okay. So we've covered a lot of ground here. AI composing music, making voices, creating these virtual personalities, even producing whole videos. It's exciting, but also maybe a bit dizzying.
It is a lot to take in.
But as AI keeps doing more of this creating, there's that big lingering question that keeps coming up. Who owns this stuff? Who gets the credit?
Yeah, attribution and ownership, that's a huge legal and ethical minefield right now.
I remember the New York Times asking that exact question. Who gets credit for the work done by AI?
Right, because when an AI writes a brilliant article or generates a stunning image, who's the owner? Is it the person who coded the AI?
Or the company that runs the servers?
Or,
Yeah.
controversially,
Yeah.
does the AI itself have some claim? It forces us to really re-examine basic ideas we thought we understood, like creativity, ownership, authenticity.
Yeah. It's like the tech is pushing us to update our definitions.
Definitely. And understanding these shifts, these questions, that knowledge is really only useful if we can apply it. You know, if it helps us make sense of this new world we're navigating.
Absolutely. So let's leave everyone with this thought. As AI keeps getting better and better at being a content creator, a curator, a conversationalist, how is our actual definition of creator going to change?
And what about audience? Does that change too?
Good point. Is AI just another tool, like a synthesizer for a musician or Photoshop for an artist? Or are we actually seeing, I don't know, a whole new class of artist emerging, something entirely different?
That's the big question to ponder, isn't it? Where does this all lead?
Definitely something to think about as you scroll through your feeds tomorrow.